organic, unpredictable, unknown, lovely, beautiful, a sense of fulfillment. This is part of the pleasures of life and not the chores of life.
Coming away this morning live from Daily Iowan TV, winter is coming and so is a possible change in your mood. And later, a simple traffic law is causing problems for a few Iowa City students.
We've got a lot of awards to share.
And find out who stepped up for the track and field team as they kicked off their season.
All the way from Kinnick to the Old Capitol, Daily Iowan TV starts now. Good morning and thank you for joining us this Tuesday. I'm Andrew Roberts. The HIVAIDS Clinic was the first clinic to treat HIV infection AIDS in Iowa. More than 2,100 patients have been treated at the HIV/AIDS Clinic after it was launched by the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics in 1988. The HIVAIDS Clinic team has grown to include as many as 20 experts in different fields, including infectious diseases, pharmacy, and nursing, and it has been an incredible advocate for helping the patients with HIV/AIDS. Though the disease has no cure, the HIV/AIDS Clinic has developed the antiviral drug treatment to help slow the progression of HIV to full-blown AIDS when the immune systems are no longer able to fight off the infections. The multiple drug treatment regimens are seeing less toxic and better tolerated results. The HIV/AIDS Clinic also hires more nurses and set up a patient database to help track the disease. Now people who are HIV positive are having a longer life expectancy. The University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics Comprehensive Stroke Center has been honored with the American Heart Association and American Stroke Association's highest award for stroke care. This is the second year in a row the UI Hospitals and Clinics has received the Stroke Honor Roll Elite Plus Award. The UI Stroke Center is currently the only stroke center in Iowa which is designated as a comprehensive clinic. Associate Professor of Neurology at the UI, Enrique Lira, said, quote, "This recognition is very exciting since it is an important external national validation to the hard work that our team does every day to promote good outcomes among Iowa stroke victims and their families," end quote. Students are studying for finals all this week, but with break right around the corner, you'd think the moods of students would increase, but that might not be the case. Let's go to reporter Lauren Vorel with the story.
With the winter months upon us, they have brought upon a drop in temperatures, shorter days, and less light. With these changes, Barry Schrader, director of the University of Iowa Counseling Service,
when sunny sky.
These changes in the seasons, it tends to negatively affect firm bills. Schrader says it is not infrequent that he receives these reports. With the temperatures taking a plunge, it is causing students from warmer areas to quickly adjust to the colder weather conditions.
I'm from Washington State. The lowest would be about 30 degrees, but it can range from about 30 to 32 would be the coldest. There's definitely a difference that is noticeable. I have to bundle up more than I would normally. I've adjusted pretty well.
Schrader says the advice he gives to people regarding their negative moods because of the weather is to be careful of oversleeping and making sure to go to the gym.
We say to folks, like, be careful about oversleeping, be sure to go to the gym, be sure to work out, eat right, those kinds of things. Force yourself to socialize.
Schrader knows these moods are only seasonal, so he tells people to put a plan in place to avoid these negative feelings. This is Lauren Vorel, Daily Iowan TV.
With sunny skies, it doesn't seem like the weather is all too bad outside, but let's toss it over to Ryan Scott in the weather studio to see what the rest of finals week is going to look like. Ryan?
Well, Andrew, we are expecting a little more snow coming this week. Well, let's get into today's weather. This afternoon, we're looking at 14-degree highs for today, though it may feel closer to 0 with partly cloudy skies. This evening, temperatures will drop down to around 11 degrees, and again, it may feel closer to 0 out there with clear skies. And Wednesday morning, we'll start the day with temperatures around 17 degrees. That again may feel closer to 0 with partly cloudy skies. Now let's take a look at our 6-day forecast. Like I said, we've got more snowfall coming this week. Wednesday, we're looking at temperatures in the upper teens with partly cloudy skies. Thursday, we'll see temperatures drop to the low teens with partly cloudy skies again. And Friday, we'll see temperatures jump up into the upper 20s, and this is where we're going to see our snow. We may accumulate about an inch of snow on Friday, but Saturday, we'll see the temperature drop to the low 20s, and we'll see more snow coming our way. We may accumulate up to 3 inches of snow that time. Sunday, we'll see temperatures drop to below 0 with mostly sunny skies. And Monday, skies will clear up and our temperatures will reach the low teens. That's all we've got here in the weather studio. Stay warm out there, Hawkeyes. Andrew, back to you.
UI scientists are taking part in a NASA spacecraft called Cassini. This spacecraft is in the process of orbiting Saturn. Cassini is projected to be moving through the rings of Saturn come April of 2017, and then by September 15th of 2017, Cassini will enter Saturn's atmosphere and burn up similar to a meteor. This is part of NASA's planetary protection requirement. Bill Kurth, UI physics and astronomy research scientist, told Daily Iowan that one of Saturn's moons, Iapetus, could have water on it. If Cassini were to land on Iapetus, it could possibly contaminate the water or inhabit the moon. The Cassini project began in July of 2004. Icy roads and frustrated students are never a good mix. Daily Iowan TV's Chris Cervantes has a special report on one confusing traffic law.
With several accidents occurring over the last couple days, traffic laws are more important than ever. The most common traffic signs of Iowa City, those pertaining to stop and yield, have been placed out strategically to allow for maximum safety of the citizens by making drivers come to either a complete stop or remind them to slow down for potential pedestrians. Despite how simple these rules may be, some students have gotten in trouble over what they consider to be a gray area. They were ticketed for failing to come to a complete yield, unaware of what that actually means. I hitched a ride with an Iowa City citizen who shared his own concerns about the traffic laws of Iowa City. He believes that a major factor is the change in seasonal weather.
Overall, Iowa City drivers seem to be pretty in tune with like the traffic patterns and kind of what is expected. But I think that kind of as weather's changing a little bit more to be a little bit more inclement, I think some of that is going out the window. I've just seen over the day when it snowed, folks just kind of disregarded a lot of the basic yield and stop patterns.
He brought up good points, so I asked him if he knew what coming to a complete yield meant.
They're the same, aren't they? Are they the same? So if you have a yield sign and you are the second in line to kind of be able to fulfill whatever traffic pattern, so needing to either completely stop or complete the traffic pattern as it is by your turn.
With the winter only getting harsher, hopefully the citizens of Iowa City will remember the common traffic laws. Reporting from downtown Iowa City, this is Christopher Cervantes, Daily Iowan TV.
The undead is rising in Iowa City. The Des Moines-based restaurant Zombie Burger is opening today on Burlington Street. The first Zombie Burger opened in the East Village of Des Moines and has spread its burgers and shakes from Ankeny to the Coral Ridge Mall. George Fermaro, chef partner for Zombie Burger, wanted to combine his favorite things into one restaurant. This new restaurant is hoping to be appealing and give a competitive edge to the late night scene. Tune in tomorrow for full coverage of Zombie Burger and the reactions of longtime fans and newcomers alike. Check out today's copy of the Daily Iowan for more. Well, a very successful Cy-Hawk Series week as Iowa sports teams swept the Cyclones. For more of everything that's going on in the sports world, we've got John Leo and Mary Kate Harrion standing by. Guys.
Yeah, thanks, Andrew. The Cy-Hawk Series, we completely dominated Iowa State in women's and men's basketball, wrestling, and swimming and diving.
That's right. It was really nice to get a dominating win to cap off the series in wrestling.
Yeah, well, as we said this past weekend, as Iowa Wrestling competed in the Cy-Hawk Series, third period strength is what carried the team to victory over the Cyclones. Redshirt senior Topher Carton not only dominated his own third period, but walked away with his first and only Cy-Hawk Series victory. Reporter Nikki Crosswhite was there to catch the action.
This past weekend, as Iowa Hawkeye Wrestling hosted Iowa State, it was a night for one Hawkeye who competed in his first and last Cy-Hawk Series. Redshirt senior Topher Carton has taken ownership of the 141 position this season and proved that once again. Heading into the 141 matchup between Iowa Hawkeyes Topher Carton and Cyclones John Meeks, Iowa State was up with a team score of 6-5. During the first couple periods, Carton remained cautious against Meeks, trailing 3-0. Making up for lost time, Carton dominated the third period. Beginning down, he made a quick escape in the first 10 seconds and then followed up with 2 decisive takedowns. Ending the match, fans cheered on Carton as he walked away with the victory in his Cy-Hawk debut.
I don't really know what I imagined, but it's always fun to go out and wrestle in front of the best fans in the world. they're loud and they know wrestling and they love wrestling.
Improving to 10-0 this season, Carton will now prepare for Midlands coming up December 29th. Reporting from Carver Hawkeye Arena, Nikki Crossway, Daily Iowan TV Sports.
Iowa wrestling will head to Evanston, Illinois to compete in the Midlands December 29th and 30th.
The Iowa track and field team kicked off their season on Friday night with their inter-squad meet. This was the first collegiate debut for a great number of freshmen starting their careers with the women's team. Taylor Cassini has more.
Many new faces have joined the Hawkeye track and field team this year, taking on the challenge of transitioning into Big Ten athletes.
It's definitely a lot different being in college and being in high school, but I think the coaches and the other athletes really help you make the adjustment. Like academic-wise and athletic-wise, we have a seminar for all the freshmen, so we get to meet other athletes and adjust that way. And then track-wise, the inter-squad meet is awesome because we know like what our teammates are going to be running, so we can pace off each other and kind of grow together.
The Hawkeyes welcome many freshmen to the team this year, including Julie Hollinsby and Tia Saunders. This makes the ratio of underclassmen much higher than those returning as veterans.
Actually, being around freshmen helps a lot. Like, I feel like we have enough veterans that like they help us and like make a difference, but it's nice to be around so many people who are going through the same change as you are.
The freshmen bring passion, determination, and raw talent coming into the start of the season. Their hard work in preseason has shown, with freshman Amber Decker taking first in the 1,000. Veterans on the team are excited to see what they bring in the upcoming meets.
I'm really excited about them. There's just a lot of like new and like fresh talent. Something I think our program's never seen before. And I think as the years pass and go on, they're going to really develop into some great athletes. Not that they aren't now, because they all are, but it'll be exciting to come back and see how they are in 4 years.
The girls' track and field team closed out a great intra-squad meet on Friday night. They look forward to the start of the season quickly approaching in January. Reporting from the indoor track, this has been Taylor Cassian, Daily Iowan, TV Sports.
The track and field team will participate in the border battle with Illinois and Missouri on January 7th in Iowa City.
It was announced on Monday that Tania Davis has been named the Madness Big Ten's Women Basketball Player of the Week. Davis helped the Hawks beat Iowa State and Robert Morris last week as she averaged 18.5 points, shot 60% from three-point range, and a perfect 100% from the free throw line.
And for men's basketball, the Big Ten named Peter Jock Player of the Week and Isaiah Moss Freshman of the Week. This is the first time Iowa has swept the weekly men's basketball honors for the Big Ten Conference.
Jock helped lead men's basketball team to victories over Stetson and Iowa State last week, averaging 19 points and 8.5 rebounds in the two games. This is Jock's second honor of the season.
This is the first conference recognition Moss has received. He averaged 17.5 points and 5 rebounds in Iowa's last 2 wins. He was also a big spark for the Hawks against Iowa State and helped the team get the upset with 9 points in the second half.
This past weekend, the Iowa football team held their annual awards banquet. Running back LaShawn Daniels Jr., quarterback C.J. Beathard, and linebacker Josie Jewell were named to the Roy J. Carver Most Valuable Players of the 2016 season.
Beathard, Daniels, Jewell, and wide receiver Riley McCarron and defensive back Desmond King also claimed the Hayden Fry Award, which goes to team members who show exemplary leadership and dedication throughout the year.
Katie Sextro and I will actually be heading to Tampa for the bowl game, so make sure to check out dailyiowan.com for all of our Outback Bowl coverage.
And make sure to tune in tomorrow for another wrestling feature and find out how some students played Battleship with canoes.
Andrew, back to you.
Well, that will do it for us here on this edition of Daily Iowan TV. Be sure to stay up to date on everything on campus and in Johnson County by watching us live every day at 8:30 on dailyiowan.com. And make sure you pick up a copy of today's Daily Iowan. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you right back here tomorrow.